Brian, following up on what Matt just mentioned, in your business, how are you filling in the gaps that you're seeing across data to be able to make good insurance decisions?
Yeah, great question. So Bamboo, we're primarily California homeowners MGA. We just entered into Texas just recently, so those are our two states. We've had a phenomenal growth over the last 3 to 5 years with the sort of the California disrupted market. But one of the things that, as Michelle kind of alluded to at the beginning, we're a tech-enabled underwriting MGA. So we look for solutions in terms of getting more information about customers, insurers, properties. And our key differentiator that we think is sort of that pride of ownership. And that's the pride of ownership of the prior owners of an existing property and the current owners. And when we looked at, where can we get the best information about a property, when you think about pride of ownership, it kind of led us down to this a home inspection report. It really is like a gold mine of information. It's got, as Matt alluded to, the inspector is spending 4 hours and they're going through, room by room, assessing if there's water damage, electrical repair that's needed, windows. And the issue there is just like a bunch of unstructured data. The home inspection report network, we get a sample, a large sample of home inspection reports as part of our process. Is like when you look at it, it's like there's no standard format. They could have a summary at the beginning, they could have a summary at the end, some embed photos in the middle, some put the photos up front, and how people write it is just different, right? And so thinking about AI, this is where we can leverage that computing power because our claims team, our underwriting teams, their keywords, key types of electrical panels, key issues that we want to know that would identify a risk as a high risk right up front from an underwriting perspective. But you're not going to have your underwriters read a 100-page report just to find like these keywords. It would just take forever. And so we thought about how do we invest in the space, and that's kind of how the relationship with Porch came about, because we fully believed in the power of home factors, home inspection reports, and it's done a phenomenal job. I mean, we've tested against our own data, some key features that we thought would be informative from the underwriting perspective. Obviously, like electrical wiring needs repair, water damage, those had positive signals from an underwriting perspective. But then there's a lot of things that, just like in any sort of analysis, you do it and you go like, wow, that's interesting, that popped. Kind of the interesting one that we came about was like, the presence of a skylight. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, I didn't think about it, too much, but then when you start intuitively putting the pieces together, it goes, it starts to make sense, right? It's like the structural is different. And so, right now our use case is mainly underwriting, but we see this, like a vast opportunity, in pricing, coverage offerings, and as you get into like even like sort of like how you get into like home warranty and other things, there's just like I think just like endless opportunities with this kind of information.